Hello, growing up crazy, and this is going to be audio, although I do have video. I'm just trying to figure out how to actually do the uploading, the editing, and the platforming, and all of that kind of good old happy horse stuff. But I wanted to record this just to say, I don't know, if you've been listening to the last ones, you'll notice that I've tried to do a new path, which is start at the end and look backwards, and then follow the feeling to the end. And so far that's been working, but one of the things that has really shown me is that I really need to tighten up my life. Like I honestly always thought that I lived a fairly well-ordered life. But what I'm realizing now that I'm actually doing this practice of following the feeling into the future, is that I do not live a tight or well-ordered life at all, either my mental landscape, my emotional landscape, and my physical landscape. And what I'm starting to realize is that hours make days, thoughts make reality, and 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 all of it is combined: mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And that I am completely loose, and I'm starting to feel almost vulnerable. And another thing that I'm starting to sense is my own lassitude towards the time in my own life that I feel, but not compulsion and not worry or not this need for haste or anything, but it's becoming clearer and clearer to me in just a tangible physical way that I am a mortal being on my way towards extinction. I have no way of putting it, the feeling. But it's not like people would think of as like terror. It's not anything negative. It's just I realize I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time to be loose. I don't have time to be careless. And I'm realizing that the difficulties that have been facing me, like the type 1 diabetes, it just came out of thin air. Just one day I went to sleep, next day I woke up with type 1 diabetes. But that all these conditions that I've been going through lately require a very tight and well-ordered life to not only mitigate, but also to turn around and to overcome. And without that tight and well-ordered life, I'm not going to be able to overcome them, let alone follow the feeling into the future to achieve that place of standing back and feeling gratitude for a life well lived. And yes, so I don't know who needs to hear this or who this is going to reach, but definitely, this is what I've noticed in the first part of just beginning this practice of following a feeling into the future, is that I am sloppy. I am one sloppy mofo, and it ain't gonna happen if I don't tighten up. And I don't. It's not a self-chastisement at all. It's impossible to describe this feeling. It's almost like a new feeling, but it's just the certainty that it of what's needed. It's like if you look at a hammer or a nail, and you're like, oh, I need a hammer. It's like I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh, I need to shape up a lot, and definitely a lot more than I thought I did. I really thought I had it put together, and it wasn't until I started this practice that I realized that it's not nearly enough for what I want to achieve. So, cheers. I hope this finds somebody well. Much love, and I hope this benefits someone out there. Growing up crazy, y'all. Ciao.